Hey, you guys, my name is Larry Jerome Thomas, and I'm coming to you just to talk about my experience as a background actor. What to expect. Okay, first, you're going to expect your call time when you submit, and I will talk about how to submit and where to find companies to submit to and how to find all that in another video. But right now, I'm going to talk about just being on set and when you, and the arrival time and departure. So what happened is you get your call time right. The call times can change, man. They can change. Call times can change. Sometimes it's gonna be in the early mornings, late afternoon, late evenings. It all depends. But most of the time, if you are going to go to set later in the afternoon, you're going to really you just look forward to being there overnight, 12 hours. It really depends on what they are filming at that particular time on that particular day. So what happens? You're gonna get your call time. They're gonna email you everything you need to know about you know being there. All the parking instructions. Sometimes they miscommunicate a lot of stuff, but hey, the way I got through it is the way I get through it is just look at the good things out of it, man. What can happen on that day? It's so many things I done seen happen. Like I done seen people get bumped up to big roles. Like it's there. The opportunity is there when you're on set. You just have to be ready to, you know, do what you need to do when it's time. If somebody asks you, so you get your call time right. You get your directions, where to park and all that stuff. There. Sometimes the parking is crazy, guys. Sometimes the parking is crazy. I know got some set, man. Sometimes you can go to the wrong place. Never go to set. You're gonna see these signs. They're gonna give. Okay, they're gonna see your email. You're gonna have some codes or a code name or a CDL or something like that. And you're gonna that the signs are yellow and black. You may see them sometimes when you're on the road or something, or driving. You may see a couple of signs that yellow and black signs that have arrows on it and stuff like that. Those are production signs. Pretty much most of the time, majority of the time, they're production signs, especially in Atlanta, because that's where I'm here in Atlanta. I've been doing background for like 2 years, and I learned a lot just by, and I'm seeing a lot within these 2 years. I don't do it anymore right now. Right now, I'm really working on my own stuff, stage plays and stuff like that. But yeah, I learned a lot of stuff on set. But what happened is you get your call time, you get uh, just say you have a early morning call time. Make sure you get up. Make sure you get up early enough to make it. Try like Atlanta traffic is crazy, so I try to get there like 30 minutes to an hour. That's me. Most people don't get there 30 minutes to hours. Most people get there on time, or some people are late. But let me tell you something about being late though. Sometimes they will send you home, man. They will send you home. It's really a job, so you don't want to be late for your job. Uh, but being early, what I have seen when I'm early is I done seen people get roles because they have been early. They're on time. They're ready. They get set to set just like that. Well, let me get it on stay on subject. Just like it's a lot I want to talk about, but I'm trying to stay on subject and make this video short as I can. Well, we already I look at 5 minutes already, but I'm trying to make it. Try to get on down to it, y'all. Get through it. Okay, so you get to set, get the call time. You see these signs. You go to extras parking. Make sure, like I said, don't go to set because you're gonna see the sign that say to set. Go to extras parking. Find the sign that say background parking or something like that. Extras parking. You park there. You get your bags. Another thing, make sure you eat before you go to set. Make sure you eat before you go to set. You never know. Sometimes they don't feed you, man. Sometimes you may be there a couple of hours. I don't been into a lot of sets, 4 or 5 hours. You're gone home and they don't feed you, man. And sometimes I don't been on set where they don't feed you at all. You may have a little crab to you or whatever, but they will work you to death on some sets. But hey, it's fun, man. You come to work, so I was grateful for every opportunity I had. And my favorite role is being a zombie, but I'll talk about that in another video as well. So you get your call time, you get there, get your bag out your car. Make sure you bring something, a book or something to read, or laptop, your phone. Make sure you have a charger, a portable charger. Make sure you have that, and try to keep your personal belongings with you as much as you can. Because some people try to get your stuff depending on where you're at. But surround yourself with some people. You're gonna find a lot of people. You're gonna meet a lot of great people. So surround yourself with those people. And they will watch out for you. But try to take your stuff with you everywhere you go as much as possible. Um, you may go somewhere in the woods somewhere, and you may not be able to, get your stuff. But try to take it much as you can. Most of the time, you're gonna be all right with, people not touching your stuff. So you get to set, get you back in the car, you go check in, check in. Most of the time, it's gonna be a PA be out there, a production assistant gonna have you to park somewhere or whatever, and you can get information from there if you're not familiar with, or you probably nervous if it's your first time. You feel me? You're probably nervous about it. So you get there. That's the PA, blah, 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 where I check in. They're going to guide you to everything you know. Sometimes they don't even know. Sometimes they don't even have it set up if you're there too early like me. Most of the time I'm there too early. But I like to scope things out, get my mind ready, because you never know what can happen on that particular day, like I said. So you get there, go check in. So make sure you have your license with you, your social security card or whatever, because you're going to fill out this voucher. That's how you get paid. And they will walk you through it. Just ask a PA or somebody that's been there. How do you fill it out? It can be simple, but you're gonna fill out the non-disclosure form, what they call NDAs. Make sure you fill out that. Excuse me. And make sure you fill out that to get paid, man. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm keep burping, y'all. My bad. I'm sorry. Excuse me. So you fill out your voucher. After you fill out your voucher, they're gonna send you to wardrobe. If you have been fitted, most of the time they're gonna have clothes for you. They in the email it should state what you need to bring if you haven't been to a fitting or whatever. And make sure when you go to a fitting that they tell you what to bring. Make sure they tell you. Some people forget to tell you what to bring besides the clothes they have for you. Most of the time they're gonna tell you bring 2 or 3 outfits, so you don't have to bring a big luggage or something. Most people bring a big luggage because sometimes you can get a role and you may have the right outfit for it. You never know. Just always be prepared, man. Be prepared. Make sure you have snacks in your bag so you can stay, make sure you can stay woke. Make sure you can, man. I ain't gonna say about the sleeping part. There's a lot of time to just. It's gonna be a lot of chill time, so you may fall asleep. That's a job you won't get fired. If you fall asleep, but don't try to fall asleep, man. Try to stay alert, stay awake. So make sure you take it back so you won't go be hungry all the time, or keep water in your bag and whatnot. So, like I said, you go to you check in, see the wardrobe. You going if you haven't been fitted, they are going to tell you to take out your clothes that they want you to bring. There are 2 or 3 options they wanted you to bring. They're going to tell you to take those out, and they're going to choose from those selections. If you don't have that, they'll try to help you out with it. But some people won't help you out. Some people will send you home. Some productions that will send you home. I have been sent home one time. That's because I didn't have some pants, the right pants they recommended or whatever. Because most of the time they tell you to bring 2 or 3 options, and they have extra other clothes, clothing for you to wear just in case you need some. But this particular production, they didn't have any, so I had to go home. That was very, very embarrassing, very hurtful, because I'm not the person that come to work and not prepared. So I felt like I wasn't prepared. But never again. It never happened again. It will never happen again, because I'm always gonna have something in my car or whatnot. So you go to wardrobe, right? You check in, you did your check in. If you borrow their clothes, if you get some of their clothes, you're gonna have to turn in your voucher to them. That's like their check or your insurance or whatever. So you turn that in and they give you their clothes. When they give you their clothes, you turn it in at the end of the the day when it's time to wrap, when they have wrap. And what happens is check in most of the time be at this place they call base camp. Got to tell you that base camp. That's where you check in and you don't feel like to pay for it. How they have tables in there, and that's where the food and stuff be at. Most of the time, that's what catering is going to be, as well where you're going to eat at and stuff. And sometimes it may not be. It be different sets, be different spots you may be at. It may take you to another background holding. So background, that's where they keep all the background, of course, and all the and some PAs be. And then you're gonna have a background PA and all that. But like I said, let me get on with this video because look, I'm already 11 minutes in. It's just so fun to talk about, man, the experience and stuff. But I'm trying to get on to it. So you get them your voucher. If you, like I said, if you got some of their clothing, if you don't have their clothing, you still have to give them your voucher unless they pick something out of your bag, the option you chose, which is great because you don't have to turn it in. Get the voucher from them at the end of the day. You can just go to checkout. That's the good thing about that. So what you get ready, right? So this is the waiting time, and that's when patience kick in. Your patience need to kick in. You need to have patience. You can be there 5 hours sitting there. You can be there 8 hours sitting at the same place waiting to be called sick. Sometimes you may go and don't never get called on sick. That doesn't happen to me plenty of times where you don't get called on sick. Some things change. I always I always be expecting change. Things can happen so quick. They can change up the scenery or whatever so quick. So it's a lot of things that go into it. So you got to say it when you're in background holding and you're waiting. But you're waiting but you get paid for waiting. So that's a good thing. And once you go over whatever, because it can be like 10 over 100, something like that. 10 hours over 80. So if you just say it's $100, 8 hours, $100 for 8 hours. If you don't do those 8 hours, you still get paid. If you don't do those 8 hours, you get sent home like 4 hours. They don't need you. You still get paid that $80 or whatever. So be mindful of that. So you're in holding, you're waiting. That's the time to network. That's the time to network. I have networked with a lot of people, especially if you are a director, you like to write, you like to do your own films and stuff. Man, I done met a lot of great people, and a lot of great people that's going to be on my productions that are coming. And trust me, it's some great productions. Yeah, I met a lot of people. That's the time to meet those people because a lot of people are going to tell you about the casting companies and a lot of information. A lot of people will pour out so much. You'll be like, wow, I didn't know this, I didn't know that. But that's your time to network when you're in background holding. Now, when you get called to set, be ready to do whatever. Some things you don't have to do. There's a lot of roles that get paid for doing like nude stuff like that. I don't do nude, but kissing, you may want to do a kissing scene. But you're going to get all the information before you come to set. You might apply for that role. Sometimes you get the set and they ask you, will you do this with this person and stuff, blah blah blah. But like I said, I don't do those roles. I would not never kiss anybody else. I'm married and I won't feel right. That's just not what I do. Some people do it, but hey, I don't knock them. But that's them. Like I said, you go to set, they call you. Okay, this it might be uncomfortable when you get to set or whatever. It might be cold, right? When they're getting ready to roll or whatever, you're gonna have to take off that jacket, and the jacket's gonna have to stay off while they are rolling. You might not get back to that jacket to hours, but most of the time they'll have a heater or something out there. Sometimes they won't. Like the heat, you might be out in the heat with these hot clothes on, because it may be the scene may be a summer scene maybe a winter scene. You have to dress according to the scene, according to what they want you to dress. You got to be ready to do that. Be ready to be uncomfortable, because a lot of times you're gonna be in uncomfortable places. So I'm gonna talk about this production. I'm not gonna say what production. I'm gonna talk about it though. I know I was in this production. It was in a big field, man. It was like 500. Yeah, make sure they're 500. When they said you're gonna be like a 500 people or something like that, man, get there early, try to get a line and stuff like that. That's when the day will be hectic. Most of the time, it's gonna be hectic. But I was on this production. I was about to pass out. It's like it was like reset. Reset means go back to where you was when you first started. Uh, so we were just I was a zombie, and we were just in this field, hot field, no shade anywhere, and it was like action, and you got to act till they say stop, go back, reset. They kept doing it over and over, like for a couple of hours, man, more than a couple of hours. And I was like, man, I'm about to pass out. It was like so hot out there, man. It's like they was barely giving us water and stuff, and like uh, the studio was a couple of well, it's probably like a couple of minutes, but it took a while to get from the field up close to the bathroom. Well, there's a lot of things go on with that. They got them porta potties where you have to, where you use the bathroom at. I can't think of the thing name, what they call, it's a nice bathroom, it's a little porta bathroom as well, but most of the time they be really nice. But like I say, they call you to sit, whatever, and you do what you need to do. And you're going to be there until they send you back to holding. You're gonna be there till they send you back to holding. That's your most time. That's your time to network again, or you could probably take a nap or whatever. But and when they say rap, that's everybody's happy. So everybody's running. You're running, trying to get turn your voucher or whatever. You have their clothes. You have to go take out their clothes. That's the worst part, man. You have their clothes. You have to sometimes wait in line if it's a big. It's a lot of background actors there, or whatever. It's a big day. You're gonna have to take off their clothes. You have to wait in line sometimes to go take off their clothes, and then you have to wait in line to get your voucher, stuff like that. But it's all fun though. It's all fun. You get to network and meet a lot of people, and you get to be in scenes with actors. Don't be starstruck, man. Don't be starstruck if you're gonna be a background actor. Wait, try to suck it in until you get home. But they might have you doing something with the start of the production or whatever. But like I said, be ready to give what you got. Get ready to give what you got. You got to be ready for that, man, because you never know. I know I've been on a lot of sets, man. Like I work with Tyler Perry and stuff like that. I don't see him give so many roles out, man. He's just an awesome guy, man, working on his set. That's all I'm saying about that. I don't wanna go on and talk about people, but most of the time that's what people ask me. Have you worked with him? Yes, man, great guy. But yeah, you turn in your voucher, blah blah blah. So you checking out. It's rap. You checking out. They're going to sign, time out, whatever. Put the time when you ended or when the whole production ended or whatever. When they call wrapped, that's what time. Most times they're gonna put the time you right there. Sometimes it just depends. The PA is gonna check you out. So if it's more than one PA there and a lot of background, sometimes lines go fast. Most of the time they go fast. Sometimes they don't. You just have to have a lot of patience when you are on a production. So that's really basically it. Just be ready for a different experience on every set. I'm trying to make sure I touched on every point. Call time changes. Be sure to bring something to eat. Long lines. I already talked about that. Sometimes you're gonna be uncomfortable. I talked about that. Making friends, networking. Make sure you do that. That's basically, I think, everything, you guys. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys about what to expect in being a background actor. And you're an actor, man. Make sure don't let nobody down you or your role or whatever. That's all I have for you guys. Stay tuned in, man. I'm gonna be doing more videos about filming. I may film something and I might walk you through it. just stay tuned. My name is Larry Jerome Thomas, or Larry Pop Thomas. I have many other channels, um, but this is going to be about filming, film experience.